All right, welcome back. Another episode, Laser Spaces podcast. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It was good weekend for some ball. Can't
Great
complain.
weekend. Great
Great weekend for some
weekend.
ball. All Texas teams lost except those Raiders. So
Listen,
can't ever
I
complain.
no
Can't
more
ever
victors.
complain when you come out. No moral victories. No more. No. What is a moral victory gonna get you?
Listen, we're gonna start with that
Think
game
about this.
because
Think about moral victories. Think you have sex with a girl. You're wearing a condom. The condom breaks. You still have a kid. That is a victory. That is you're still lost. Still a lose. That's
true,
my analogy right
true.
there.
Well, let's just start with a moral victory because damn it, I'm gonna say it's a moral victory. Listen, Texas is freaking back. Okay. Texas, I don't care that we lost. You know it. I know it. The freaking world knows it that we won that game.
I've heard Texas is back a lot, and like Cody, I really want to. I want to be happy for Texas this game, but I can't say they're back yet.
Well,
There's no.
what did you see? What did you see? I saw a defense that dominated.
They did.
I saw a quarterback that put his freaking nuts on the table and said, I'm the best QB in college football right now.
Not
Like,
mad at him. No, he showed me he was the best quarterback in college football at that time.
dude,
Uh, he he won the Heisman in my eyes
after the
already,
first quarter, I think I texted you. I was like, Quinn for Heisman. Or you texted me that.
bro. There's no reason he should have came out dealing like that
Dude,
fast.
if if Worthy didn't drop that touchdown, they would have had like a 10-point lead at halftime. And if Quinn didn't get hurt, I mean, he had three incompletions. Two of them were like drop touchdown passes.
Yeah, I don't know. He showed me something. I know Alabama was not ready for that.
No,
And so, does that say more about Texas or does that say more about Alabama?
I think it says more
Because
about
Georgia's
Texas.
getting, it does.
Look, Alabama was a 21-point favorite.
Analytics. Analytics don't mean shit.
You're right.
Put the
You're right.
straps on.
And I really think that Sarkisian knew like Nick Saban's defense. He knew what they were going to do. He had an answer for everything. Like the offense really didn't get stopped by Bama. They stopped themselves with some stupid
Yeah.
penalties. Like, I mean, just from top to bottom, I thought they dominated, and I'm really upset that they didn't get to see it through because the crowd sounded electric. Like
I was so
the
salty I wasn't in Austin. I was like, why did I not drive to Austin? All my friends are in Austin. I was just being lame. It was 11 a.m. It was, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
yeah, I was
But
upset that I wasn't there.
because I didn't even need to go to the game. I just needed to be on the outside. I had to see what it was. I know they were lit.
Oh yeah.
That's why I couldn't do it.
Just imagine if they would have won. The city probably would have been burned down.
Bro, if they would have won, I would have literally cried. So I really went because I didn't think it was going to be a close game. And everybody was going to be sad. That would have been I would have loved being.
All right. We lost
Yeah,
Xavier.
I was
There he's back.
actually.
There you go. You're back. Sorry, we lost you for a second. Uh,
Oh, we lost me?
yeah,
Yeah,
we
no, I'm
lost you for
here.
a second. You're back. So you don't believe in moral victories, but like Texas is now ranked. They're the only team I've ever seen go from unranked to ranked after losing the game. Like if that doesn't tell you they're back, I don't know what to tell you.
Texas is ranked preseason after going 5-7 every year. So I don't. They love to hype Texas. It doesn't matter what they're ranked.
True. Well, college football is just better when Texas is good.
No, and don't get me wrong. I wanted Texas to win after I saw that they had a chance. I was very sad whenever Quinn got hurt. Cause
Well, I talked that
who
crap. I'll take this off now.
who wouldn't want to be a Texas fan in Texas? Like, it sucks that I have to be a Texas Tech fan and I have to hate Texas. It does. Trust me, it sucks. But
All I just wait till we play each other. Oh my God. I think we play
I
you
know
guys
I'm
in like
debating if
three
I'm going
weeks.
to the two
Wait,
weeks on 23rd. I'm debating if I'm going to that game.
hold on. Dude, let's go to the game.
I'm down. I was already ready to go to the game. So if you're down to go to the game, we can go to the game.
Dude, I kind of want to go.
I would love to. It's in Lubbock. You see what Lubbock's like. You're gonna think it's nothing special, but it's something special. You have to be. You have to be there for a while. Lubbock is the best city in America.
Let's talk about your
Crazy.
Red Raiders. Big win. Big
Big
win.
one.
You
Give it up
know,
to the boys.
backup quarterback, right?
Yeah,
Guy's
second
pretty
quarterback.
good.
No,
Guy's pretty
he
good.
is a good quarter. Like he started for us most of last year. Like he's pretty good. There's nothing wrong with Donovan. 6'6". He's athletic, big. His dad is a Hall of Fame quarterback in the France league, but his dad's 5'6", so it's real different. I don't know how he got a foot on him, but his dad's a running back coach for the New York Giants. He was our running back coach for a while.
Oh.
His dad's real cool, real icy dude. I like him.
So with this win and a big game coming up this weekend, is there any way this guy could take the reins from Tyler?
Not necessarily. They probably will play him still a little bit, but what have you like? Do you know how long Tyler's out? Because I still haven't seen anything about that.
I thought it was like 2 to 3 games. That's what I thought I saw. I could be
I
wrong. Don't quote me on that.
I feel like I could have saw that too, but let's see. Tyler Shark.
I mean, he had a good game, 350 yards, 2 tuds,
No,
3
he's
picks,
pretty good. He
3
was tripping
picks.
at first though. Yeah, he was definitely tripping at first. So I don't want to say that. That's why I'm like Tyler can definitely come get that spot back. Spoke with Donovan, but
He a
Houston,
senior?
bro, did you watch the game?
No,
It
I
was
was.
just about. It was a battle of bad football. That's really all I can say about that. Like,
I'm
so I
literally.
can't hype him at all. Like, cause don't get me wrong, he's good, but Texas Tech and U of H played some very disgusting football. So bad.
I
Pick
definitely.
six. Donovan's on pick sixes and all.
I picked the Red Raiders to cover. I didn't realize. I thought they were +4, not -4, so they did not cover. But
Yeah, they're supposed to lose,
no, they're
right?
supposed to win.
They're supposed to
That
win.
Yeah, they're 4-point favorites. I thought they were 4-point underdogs. I was like, I kind of
So
like
did
that at
I.
home, but God, Houston's they're they
Nah,
will never
Houston's
get my
garbage,
money.
fam.
They're not
Houston
getting
was
my
so
money.
bad. Like it's crazy. That's why I can't even give it up. Like I want to give it up for the Red Raiders, but we played some nasty football this weekend. Penalties, pick sixes, fucking drop picks. Like it was a bad football around.
But hey, you're 2-0.
2-0.
Big game. You're probably going to be ranked. Actually, no, you guys are not ranked. I'm sorry. But if you win this weekend, you will be ranked.
Who do we play this weekend?
You guys play NC State. Number 16, NC State. I think you guys are going to win. 10.5-point underdogs. Are you kidding me? NC
Ten and a
State
half point
lost
underdog.
they won by 1 to East Carolina. Like,
That game? Did you watch that game?
it was a terrible game.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
Bro, that was the best ending I've ever seen. Offer, how do you fumble the bag like that? East Carolina and LSU fumble the bag all in the same weekend, basically. It's like how do y'all do that?
Oh my gosh. Let's see what other
Because that
games
was that was the hardest fourth down stop I've ever seen.
that was.
That should
That
have
was.
been a 15-yard penalty. You bro, they drove his ass back 30 yards for no reason. And that's no like that should have been it was so disrespectful. Wow. Yeah. 8 of them.
8 of
Took
them.
his ass, yes, took his ass for a fucking ride 30 yards backwards and slammed to the ground. It's a 15-yard penalty for where I'm from.
I really like their chances this week, but we'll get into that next episode. Let's talk about another game. What other game did you watch? Let's talk about the ones you watched.
Start naming some. I know I watched some. You know what?
Did you
I
watch
just
the
had to get
USC
right.
game?
I did watch some of the USC
Okay,
games.
listen, I am high on the Trojans right now. I
Nah,
like
I'm
the
high
way
on
they
the
look.
Trojans. That was nice.
Dude, Lincoln Riley in LA is clean. I don't care what you
Yeah.
say. That guy is like
Chris
made for that.
Kingsbury would have been harder in LA, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, well, dude's like a bachelor.
Damn, that sucks.
Riley's married, so probably you're right about that. But Caleb Williams looking sharp.
Hold
Like,
on.
hold on, let's see here. So when the season started,
Hold on.
what you can't hear me. I'm gonna keep talking. When the season started,
Can you hear me?
USC, yes. When the season started, USC was 20-1 to
Can
win
you hear
the
me?
national championship, and now they're 14-1.
Can you hear me?
Sorry,
All right.
Xavier's having technical difficulties.
Yeah, my AirPods fell out, or didn't fall out, but they died.
All right, what I was saying was at the start of the year, USC was 20-1 to win the championship. Now they're 14-1.
Damn.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, so yes. Oh my God. All right.
I need to just eat. Can you hear me through my AirPod though? No.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know what I can do. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
We'll get this figured out.
I'm getting my what's it called back. My McDonald's headphones.
Good.
My plug-in McDonald's headphones.
Are you good now? You got it figured out?
Sorta. Yeah, I haven't figured out. I haven't figured out enough.
All right. So, like I said, USC, I like. So, I want to get into this a little bit since we're talking about national championship odds. Who do you like as your Final Four as of right now? 2 weeks,
I have to go.
Georgia.
I have to.
I like Georgia. I think Georgia's going to finish number one. I think they smoked Bama. After the way Bama just looked, as of right now, they probably killed Bama.
Yeah, they gotta be number one. I'm gonna go ahead and go out of one. I do like USC. They showed me something.
Yes, I
They
have them in the
balled.
playoff. I have them in the playoff too. I like them.
Playoffs. Texas had a chance this year almost.
No, Texas is in my Final Four. Stop it. You're making my heart beat fast.
If they would have pulled this off, they're in the top 10. If Quinn Ewers never gets hurt, they're in the top 10. They're jumping all the way up to the top 10.
Oh, I think they can get in as a 4 seed because, listen, if they run the table, if they win out, their only loss is to number one Alabama. I mean, a game they were supposed to lose, and they lost by 1 point. They definitely get in. USC is probably gonna win every game. There's nobody in the Pac-12 who could play with them. Really nobody. Georgia, we talked about them domination. And I like Ohio State. I think Ohio State. I mean, until somebody beats them, they're going to be in my top 4.
You know what I'm happy about? Those fucking Fighting Irish going 0-2.
Listen, nothing makes me happier than seeing Notre Dame lose, but
nothing makes me happier than seeing A&M lose.
Oh, listen, I hate A&M with a passion.
I hate A&M.
Did you see that? Did you see that clip of their rally or whatever the night before where they're just shitting on App State?
And I was having trouble finding where Appalachian even is. Because Appalachian's not a state. I'm like, this corny ass.
Dude, that was so bad. How did somebody let that leak before the game? I mean, after the game. I would have burned it.
Supposed to leak before. I know. I would have burned it. And think about everybody in there. That was the lamest thing I've ever seen. I'm so glad I don't go to a cold ass school like that. It's a gross school to go to. And
I hate it. I cannot wait to play them again so we can slaughter them.
I'm ready to see that.
Cannot wait.
Y'all would beat them this year.
Oh, yes. Yes. They don't want to play us, though. They're scared. They're scared. Oh, man. What else we got? There's a couple of outlier teams that could make it. You got Clemson. I mean, if they win out, they're gonna be in. You got Michigan. What'd you say?
Has Clemson been balling like that though? Because they almost lost the first game. Yeah, so I don't think Clemson will be in it if they win out.
I mean, undefeated team. There's never been a Power Five undefeated team that hasn't got in. So
Well, we already just named off basically every team to win out.
true.
So that's why
Everybody's winning out. Everybody's winning out except for A&M and Notre Dame because they're garbage. Um, Mi-
look at this guy.
Shout out Oliver. If Michigan, wins out, they could be in it. So there's some teams still in the hunt. It's
Those are
not
top
over yet.
six.
Yeah,
Top six.
yeah. I actually think Michigan is number 4 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see.
Oliver, can you please get out of my way?
Let me see the standings here.
Oliver's like, I like to be on camera. To me out of the cast, I got some shit to say.
Who did I just say? Michigan. Michigan is number 4 now. Yes. So
That's lit.
the top 4 consists of 2 SEC teams and 2 Big Ten teams. Wow.
Well,
No
we also
Parrot.
said USC.
No, that's who we think in the end. I'm saying right now. That they'll play each other, so that'll take care of that. But what other game did I have written down?
I think Michigan's losing.
Yeah, Michigan's gonna lose Ohio State.
Bro.
How about Florida fumbling the bag? Big win against Utah, and then they can't even beat Kentucky. I mean, come on. I mean, Kentucky's not that nice.
Kentucky's not that nice at all, but maybe they are. That's what's crazy about this time of the year. Is those teams that have those accidental wins, you don't really know if they're good until you get to that like 6th, 7th game. It's like, damn, they're still 6-0, 5-1. It's like, all right, they're kind of good. One year, I think it was either my freshman year or sophomore year, we went 5-1. Lost every single other game, so we didn't go to a bowl game. So we ended up 5-7.
Oh my God, that's brutal. I was just about to ask because Kingsbury is notorious for that. I mean, not trying to shit on Kingsbury, but the guy was a savage in the first 5 games, and then the rest of the
Well,
time.
that's different though, because you're playing those preseason games. So we play Murray State. We play U of A. Like you're guaranteed one of those. 2 of them sometimes will be a toss up. 2 of them will be guaranteed wins. Like we'll never just play 3 dope ass schools in a row. It's funny because think about it, A&M, like basically all schools do that because you want that automatic win, and you pay those small schools to come play you. So like A&M just dropped like 1.4 to get beat.
And Notre Dame.
And Notre Dame.
So I saw this crazy thing on Twitter. So if you took, so it was A&M, Notre Dame, and Nebraska. They each paid their opponent a combined $4.2 million. Okay. If you parlayed those teams to win, right, with the $4.2 million that they paid those schools, it would have won you over $4.5 billion.
Wow. They should have just all bet that, huh?
Right.
They probably did.
They should all came
set
together.
that up. Yeah, they set that up. Because no way they're all losing. But that's crazy.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Coach Scott getting fired?
I mean, it was time. It was time.
But what about firing him the second game of the season?
I agree. I mean, that's true. Like, if you already had it in your mind that you were gonna fire him, like you knew you guys weren't gonna be good.
The season before.
Exactly. You knew you guys weren't gonna be good. I mean, the guy was like, he couldn't win a game when it was close. His record when it was a 1-score game was atrocious.
And you were over here betting on Nebraska first game of the season.
Dude, I thought we put that behind us. I told you I'd never touch. I haven't even looked at their scores because I just don't care. I'm not putting money on them. I refuse. Somebody said, I was listening to a podcast earlier, and they're like, don't be surprised if Nebraska beats Oklahoma this weekend. Coach got fired. I'm like, I'm hammering Oklahoma. There's no way Nebraska wins.
Yeah, no, there's no way. I wonder what the Nebraska plays Oklahoma this weekend. Oklahoma's
Yeah.
going to go stupid.
What do you think the line is?
Who's Oklahoma's quarterback? That's what I don't know.
Dylan Gabriel. He's a transfer from UCF, the
How
Black
is he?
Knights, or the Black Knights. He's doing good. I mean, he's not, he's he's not a Heisman winner or anything by any means, but guy's gonna win you some games. He plays an
Yeah,
easy
is there a little
conference, so
middleman right now?
yeah,
They've just had 3 Heisman quarterbacks. You gotta cool down for a second.
yeah. I mean,
They had 4. He just transferred. So, but is that the end of Heisman quarterbacks at OU, and now they're going to be at USC?
I bet you OU never has another Heisman quarterback again.
Exactly, that was the end, and now USC's going to have him, and then it's just going to USC's going to be a powerhouse with Lincoln Riley,
especially when they get into the
He's
Big
their
Ten.
head coach, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they go into the Big Ten in 2 years. Like, they're going to be able to compete with everybody in the Big Ten. Could you imagine USC, Ohio State, USC, Michigan? Like, those games are going to be so fun to watch.
That's so crazy because those are such different time zones and
climates.
It is so weird how far exactly that. They're flying fucking from Rutgers, fucking Rutgers.
Bro, that's in New Jersey.
That's what I'm saying. That's
far. Halfway across the world. Could you imagine Rutgers? They gotta fly to LA, and that's what a 5-6 hour flight at least.
I think it's more than that.
Just to get absolutely curb stomped by 70,
that does suck.
I feel
Boston
bad.
College.
They're ACC, so they want to worry.
Okay, they're still ACC. Oh, okay, they're ACC.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, hold on. What about? Let's see. There's some other terrible teams. Actually, the Big Ten's pretty good. I'm lying. Big Ten's pretty good.
Yeah, no, the Big Ten, because if it's not that far, then it's Illinois and Indiana.
Penn State. Those are good schools.
Yeah, they've been. Yeah. For some reason I didn't know the Penn State was in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I guess they play Michigan and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like Penn State being in the Big Ten. I guess whatever.
What conference do you think they should be in?
They should be in the ACC.
How do you feel about I don't know if I've asked you this. How do you feel about the realignment? Like, just teams changing conferences and stuff like.
The Big 12 basically became small schools. Damn near. So yeah, I was gonna say so Texas has to get out, but Texas is already out. Yeah. So the Big 12 is basically small schools now, and the Big 10 and the SEC are gonna rule the world, basically.
That is true.
So,
I don't know if we haven't talked about this either. The playoff expanding to 12 teams. That's huge.
That's huge. Huge.
So I saw this thing. So since the playoffs started, because the one thing that you love about college football is the upsets. Like, there's so many upsets. Like, any team can win at any time, but there's always those 4 teams that get in every year. So since the playoffs started, there's been 13 different teams that have made the playoffs. Okay. Playoffs started in 2014. That's we're going on a decade and only 13 different teams. So with the expanded format, if there was 12 teams from the get-go, it was something like 50 different teams would have made the playoffs. So those are
that is very positive. See, that's the thing. Like, if fucking Texas almost beats Alabama, we would never know that would have ever happened if they didn't play this game.
Right.
We would have never known what would have happened.
So last year, who got left out last year? Oklahoma State got left out last year, and they beat Notre Dame in the bowl game. What if Oklahoma State gets in and they're the ones playing Alabama instead of, Cincinnati?
Yeah, exactly.
Or even Cincinnati, they got lucky that they got in, but with the 12-team format, they would have been in 100%, and then who knows what would happen? You know what I mean? Like, anybody can win.
UCF in those past years.
Right. I love it. I mean, I can't
I
wait.
love that 12 teams.
I cannot wait.
Dude.
And it's just more important games. You're not going to see a lot of guys skipping out on bowl games anymore, which, I was never like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Like, dude, if you're preparing for the draft, like, and you have locked in millions of dollars and you're not playing for a national
Yeah.
championship, I agree
You
with
might
you.
as well. Exactly.
Right. I'm not. But now those games that they would have been skipping out, and now those are going to be
They will
meaningful
play.
games, and it's now you're going to get the better players, and it's going to be good for the game.
Yeah, that is very true. I'm excited to see this shit. But that's what sucks is Jameson Williamson. Him tearing his ACL. Did he play this last week? Is he already came back from his ACL? Do you know?
No, I think he's not scheduled to come back until like at least week 4, but it's probably going to be week 10. They're going to take
Yeah.
their time because he's an electric player, so why
And
rush him
then
back?
exactly.
And they're the
No
Detroit
reason to rush
Lions.
him back.
They're not playing for a championship anyways.
You got time. You got to
Yeah.
play for your money at this point.
Yeah,
You can't just
exactly.
be out there wasting money.
Exactly. Oh, could
Already
you
drafted the dude with the fucking torn ACL.
Could you imagine being a guy like that, such a dynamic receiver who's going to change anybody's team, and you just went and played for the best college ever, for the best coach ever, and then you get drafted by the Lions? Like
That sucks.
that's got to be.
I do hate seeing like Bama players in the league, like Tua on the Dolphins and
Hold up,
stuff like
the
that.
Dolphins are
I'm
going
still
to
a
be
Tua
nice this
hater
year.
though. No, I know I'm a Tua hater still, so it doesn't matter. Just Tua in the league. I think that's all it is. It pisses me off.
Watch Tua win the national or not the Super Bowl this year.
The Super Bowl. No, I mean
Watch
I
him.
would be happy for him. I would be happy because I'm happy for Tyreek. But yeah, you can't make you too happy for Tua.
Let's see who else is looking nice. Dude, Kansas is 2-0. Shout out Kansas. Shout out
Shout out
Kansas.
fucking the Kansas Jayhawks. The fucking W Hawks, if you ask me.
I'm gonna go. When's the last time do you think Kansas started 2-0?
The last time the Browns started 2-0, Twitter didn't even exist, and that opened up back in 2005. Think about that. So,
All right, let's see
Kansas,
here.
I feel like theirs might have been a little recent.
Okay, I sorry Kansas, I was shitting on you a little bit. Last time I started 2-0 was 2011, so just over a decade.
I was gonna say they couldn't have been that bad that long.
I mean, it's Kansas.
That's still a long time though.
Or Kansas. Or Kansas.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're in there yelling, "We the best Kansas team yet."
Do you think they shock somebody in the Big 12? I bet you they have at least one upset.
They have to have one. I bet it's Baylor.
That's a good call.
I feel like it's gonna be Baylor.
Hold on. If they play that game in Kansas, let's see their schedule. Oh, they play at Baylor.
They're still gonna beat them.
They do host TCU.
They'll beat TCU.
That's gonna be a good one. They play Oklahoma State. They're not beating Oklahoma State. I'm sorry.
Nah,
they're
not beating Oklahoma State.
They're gonna beat the Red Raiders. I'm calling it in Lubbock.
Too far.
They're gonna go to Texas and get dog walked by Ewers. Ewers is gonna throw 600 on them.
If he's back.
That's like second to last game of the year. He's only supposed to be out 4 to 6 weeks.
That's what they say. He definitely broke his collarbone.
They said he did.
Bro, that is a very big man slamming your ass down like that. Well, they say happens.
Did you think that was targeting?
No.
I did. I thought, or not targeting. I thought it was roughing the passer. I'm sorry. I thought it was roughing the passer. He drove him into the ground. Listen.
He jumped in the air. What do you expect him to do? It's a big man carrying somebody that's fucking 165. You're like, oh, this ball.
He didn't have to. He didn't have to hit him.
It was a hostile environment. This is Bama we're talking about. If they didn't hit them, they would have been beat worse by Nick Saban the next day.
True. How pissed do you think he was, even though they won?
Oh my God. I would have been so terrified. They probably got ran at 5 a.m. the next day. Like
Oh
they
God.
they probably they watched film as soon as they got off the plane. They didn't
They
go
just
home that
they
night.
didn't go to home.
They didn't go home. They
That's
got
so
their ass in
funny.
that meeting room.
Oh, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall. I
No,
would have
because
loved
the
to.
stuff that I know he was acting an ass. Because like, and you don't realize what coaches say until you're around them. Like, we had this one defensive coordinator that after
Yes.
a while I would just write down his sayings because I'm like, how could you have ever came up with saying that? Like, that is the meanest thing I've ever heard. Something like someone say to somebody.
Do you have a distinct memory of you guys maybe like after a half or after a game where you just got wrong?
It's more so sick. So with him, it's really funny. Um, so you just leave after the game, you know, they're condoling, like, you just fucking lost, buddy. Like, what the fuck, and all that, you know. And then we don't have anything on Sunday. This is what Matt was. Um, Monday we have meeting. It starts at 6:30. There would be times in film where we started the first play and did not get to another one because he's just cussing us out. And like you get out of film at 7:40, so it's a whole hour and a half basically. And there would be times where we literally did not watch another single thing of film. He's having people stand up. Does your mom know how much of a fuck you are?
No, yeah.
No, it's
Oh
crazy,
my
man.
God. Wow. Wow. Because you never got like cussed out after the game while you're in the locker room, even after a win.
Not after the game. I messed up one time. Fucking, it's after the Kansas loss. We're on the bus ride back. We already got off the plane, and so we're in Lubbock, and I have my fucking headphones in, so I don't realize it's pitch silent on the bus. I guess I did not read the environment at all, and I'm on my phone and watching something on Twitter, and I bust out laughing. I'm trying to show people around me, and then they just tap my leg and point, and all the coaches are just staring at me, and I get cussed out. I'm like, I did not read the room. My bad. Forgot we just lost.
I remember that happened in high school.
You said put it behind us, coach.
Yeah.
You gonna put? I already put it behind me.
Oh God. That's funny. That is funny. Well, that wraps up the college football. We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back, discuss some NFL. We'll be back. All right, we're back. All right, let's jump into the NFL. I know you said you didn't really get to or you didn't watch any of it, but um, I'll I'll fill you in a little bit. So let me get this over with because it's a tough Sunday for me. Okay,
I watched that. I saw
heart
that.
heartbreaking loss with the Longhorns, and then I'm like, you know what? New season for the Cowboys. You know, I don't think the Bucks are that good. I didn't think Brady was going to come in on fire. I really thought they had a chance to win. I bet on their money line. And they never got going. Like I am so sick and tired of looking over at this when they flash the camera to Mike McCarthy. Guy's the worst. I've never seen a guy who coaches football worse than this guy. Like
I don't know why
nobody.
Mike McCarthy is your head coach.
I have. It's so
The
frustrating
Cowboys can
watching this man.
afford anybody.
That's honestly, I love Dak. I think Dak is the man. I'm kind of glad he hurt his finger. He broke his thumb, so he's out
Time to bring
about
someone in.
about 6 weeks. Now, I hope they suck, and I hope we get rid of McCarthy, and I hope they go get Sean Payton because you bring
That's
Sean
right.
Payton into Dallas, I mean, they have a good offense. I mean, they don't have a bad offense. I just don't think they have the coach who gets them ready to play. I mean, it's so frustrating watching this team. They looked like absolute dog shit.
It looked really bad. That was some really bad football.
And it's
You
not
have
even
CD Lamb. How does Dak Prescott go 6 for fucking 20, basically,
I
and get hurt?
they abandoned the run game. It was working. The first drive they scored 3 points. I don't even think they ever got past midfield again. I could be wrong, but it that's how it felt. That's how it felt. And it's not
That was
like the
bad
Bucs
football.
were just blowing them away. Brady didn't really have a great game. Micah Parsons is an absolute beast. I mean,
That he is.
I just
Brady
had
didn't
to
have a great game. You can
no.
tell Brady's getting old. There's this ball he threw. It was a pylon route to Julio Jones, and he just did not have the arm strength to get it there.
He did
But
throw a
he
nice
also threw
ball.
that. Yeah, he also did throw that 50-yard bomb. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about also.
Oh man. Yeah, so that game. I had to get that off my chest. I didn't want to talk about them. So we'll go. Let's talk about the Chiefs. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is
Patrick
like
Mahomes 5 touchdowns. I did see that. That was some good stuff.
I mean, if there was any doubt that
All of it.
if there was any doubt that this guy was the best quarterback in the league, I mean, you can't. I think it's a two-horse race between him and Josh Allen right now. And if you're asking me to pick a guy, I'm taking Patrick Mahomes.
I'm taking Pat out for that one game alone.
Yeah. I mean, the Cardinals just didn't look ready. I mean, they don't have their whole team, but I mean, is this going to be the final year of Cliff? I mean, is this guy? I mean,
No, 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 no. I don't think so.
he did just sign the 5-year extension, but I
Yeah,
mean,
this is his last year.
if they hopefully they bounce back because that was a beatdown. Um, Vikings crushed the Packers. Did you see that? Did you see that ball that
I
guy
had Aaron
dropped?
Rodgers on my fantasy team.
How he got to
He was
what
my.
6 points?
I think so. Let's go see. I would have won too until Aaron Rodgers. If I would just put Kyler instead, Kyler still had 20.
Mm. I had my quarterback's Jalen Hurts. He balled.
He did ball. I saw. Yep. Looks like I'm up to something with one game. You see the confetti?
You won?
One game.
Even with your
I'm in 2 leagues.
oh, you
Fucking
did not
sad as
win that
fuck.
one,
I did
huh?
not win.
You did not win.
Aaron
I,
Rodgers had 3.7 points. 3.7.
okay, I think I could have got out there and got you 3.7 points.
Bro, I was so salty. I
Is
could have. It was okay.
is Justin Jefferson the best receiver in the league?
Probably
He's
him
so
or
cold.
bro. What's crazy is, or did they just beat them terribly? Because he was so open on all of them. How do you just get that open? What's going on?
They won 23-7. I mean, that's a
Um,
beat down in the NFL.
yeah,
It
they
was
beat
like
their ass.
20-0 at one point.
Well, if one person goes for 180, then what do you expect? So something's not right.
Hold up. Okay, let's talk about real quick how loaded that LSU team was. They had Burrow, Jefferson, and Chase.
We didn't even bring that up though. Fucking Joe Burrow throwing 4 picks.
Are you worried about him? You worried about the Bengals?
Hmm. No,
I mean,
it just happened.
they their coach is a dumbass for not challenging that touchdown. It was definitely a touchdown. I don't know why he didn't challenge it. And then, so do you remember? I guess you never held, but when I held kicks, all right, I was a kick holder, or whatever. If in a late game situation, you really want to kick the ball on third down. That way, if there's a terrible snap or whatever, you can just fall on it, kick the ball on fourth down. They literally had that opportunity. It was a high snap. The guy, like, he didn't get it down in time. Laces were in. I mean, did the guy never watch Ace Ventura? I mean, Ray Finkel, come on now. laces in, and the guy shanks it so far left. The same guy who kicked 5 game-winning field goals last year. All you have to do is put the ball down and
Oh, he shanked it?
shanked it.
That
Yes.
guy? I like that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Evan McPherson. So I'm not worried about him. They should have won that game. They'll bounce back. Cool Joe is,
No,
I mean, he has a chance to
I
win
have
MVP.
faith. I have faith. Yeah.
Uh,
I'm not a one game type of guy. Anybody can do anything in one game. Like,
Especially in
what
the
you're
NFL.
consistent at is what matters.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Shout out to the Giants for actually winning a game. Can't believe David Jones won a game.
Shout out Giant.
Um, Shout out to the Browns. I'm an honorary Browns fan. I got some buddies in Cleveland. Shout out my boy Peasy. Um,
I'm sort of honorary Brown fan too.
this was their
I,
first opening game win in 17 years.
That's what's crazy. I
And it was,
wanted Baker
sorry, go
Mayfield
ahead,
to lose though.
do you want him to lose?
So
You
that's
don't
what was
like
happening.
Baker?
Huh?
You don't like Baker?
Well, I wanted them to lose because of Baker. That's what I meant.
Oh, you wanted the Browns to lose.
Mhm.
I got you. He had the worst first half I'd ever seen in my life. They almost
Yeah, the
won.
worst what?
He had the worst first half I'd ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no, that sucks. Because Baker
But
might just suck.
but he had a good second half. I think he was trying, like they kept showing him on the sideline. I think he was trying so hard to not get fired up. Like he wanted to be a good, I don't know. But once he kind of let loose in the second half, he ran that touchdown in, he threw the wall, had the 75-yard bomb. Like he had a good second half, but I was happy for the Browns. I like the Browns. They're going to be a very good team when Deshaun Watson comes back. Like Nick Chubb is a absolute monster.
They
The
are going to
guy,
be a scary good team.
he averaged 7.2 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Like
No, they're going to be too gross.
Patriots suck. Dolphins are going to be a very good team. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle is a dangerous combo. Those are the two fastest guys in the league, and they're on the same team. That's
Yeah, you
crazy.
can't stop the two fastest guys in the league.
Wow. Did your boy make the squad?
I think so, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hold on, let me look at the box score. I wonder if he got any PT.
I don't know if he got any catches.
What's his name?
Eric Ezekama.
Uh, no catches.
Yeah, I didn't see any catch.
Hopefully he gets on the field though. That'd be really cool. But yeah, Dolphins, nice win. Patriots, oh my God, they're probably not even gonna win 6 games this year. They're so bad.
Yeah,
Jameis Winston. Okay, I
I'm
saw
a
this.
Jameis guy.
I was just about to say I love Jameis Winston. I saw this thing today. Top 3 quarterbacks you wouldn't want to have a beer with, and they named them off. And I was like, so I was thinking, what about the quarterbacks you would want to have a beer with? And Jameis Winston is at like the top of the list. He's so funny. He's one of the funniest guys. He
Bro,
doesn't even try.
he doesn't even try. He just talks.
Did you see that interview? He's like,
The pain one or which one? Have you seen all of those? Like, have you seen that wrist one?
yeah.
He said, I got my wrist, my knees. You know what I mean?
Like, how can you
And
not
then,
like that guy?
exactly. And then what got me is he looked like he was about to laugh, and then his face went dead serious. So it's like, that's
A
just
lot of
really
pain.
how he talked.
A lot of
He's
pain
like, he was
everywhere.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Oh my God, the Falcons. It doesn't matter who's the coach, doesn't matter who's the quarterback. All they do is blow leads. They were up 26-10 in the fourth quarter.
I didn't know that one.
It's
26-10 in the fourth quarter.
it
Who they
literally,
play? The Saints? Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
In Atlanta. I mean, oh, they're so bad.
Jameis Winston is a GOAT for throwing for 200 yards in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. And that's a big win. Now I feel like that kickstarts you next week. Now you're fired up to play next week. You got your offense clicking. Michael Thomas is back, 2 touchdowns. Like they're a scary team. They got a good defense. I like the Saints. I like Jameis Winston. Shout out James. I wonder what Jameis Winston for MVP is. Let's see this. I bet you that's a nice number. Hmm. Um, MVP. Jameis Winston is a 60 to 1 to win MVP. If you put $100 on Jameis Winston and he won MVP, you'd win $6,000. Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out Jameis.
Shout out Jameis, but
What
Patrick
other
Mahomes
game?
is definitely winning it.
Yeah, 100%. It's already locked in. Bears, look at Justin Fields. Did you see the conditions that those guys played in?
That was gross. Basically rookie quarterbacks, and they're chosen to do that. That sucks.
The 49ers ruined a parlay. I had like $30 on a parlay to win like $950, and that was the only one that did not hit. I just needed I just needed the 49ers to win they just needed to win. They just needed to win. I mean, you can't even hold it against them because like I feel like when you're
Terrible
playing in those kind
conditions.
of conditions, it's like who's gonna get lucky? Who's gonna have the a break go their way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're gonna
But
be a fumble for 6 and whatnot eventually.
that slide that Fields
Echo,
did.
turn my light on. Yeah,
Oh, uh, did you see that the slide in the end zone after he nails it? Like the whole team.
yeah.
That was
That
clean.
was that
That
was
was
good as
clean.
fuck.
That was clean.
And slid for like 15 yards. It wasn't just any regular slide.
Yeah. I like Justin Fields. I'm a big Justin Fields fan. He makes plays. He wins games.
That's very facts.
We kind of talked
I'm
about
ready to see though, because I don't know if I'm a Justin Fields guy yet. Still,
you
I haven't
what?
decided. I don't know if I'm a Justin Fields guy yet. Still, I haven't decided.
Not yet. Um, Lamar Jackson looked good. God, the Jets are so bad. The Jets are so bad. So Lamar Jackson didn't get his deal done before the season started, so he said he's going to put it on hold to the end of the year. Would you have played? Like, let's say you're in his shoes with the amount of money that this guy's set to make if he stays healthy. Like, would you have played or would you have held out and wait until you got the money, or would you have put your team first and gone out and played anyways?
I would have took the $185 million. So that's what I would have done.
I agree.
Uh,
I agree.
yeah. So I don't know about that situation because I would have took the 100.
He's playing a risky game. I mean,
He is playing a risky game,
I
but
mean,
you
he did.
can't do no Le'Veon Bell stuff.
Yeah, that is true. That did not work out for him at all.
He's out there boxing Adrian Peterson. Did you see that?
He did knock his ass out. I felt so bad for Adrian Peterson. I'm like, no, that guy's a legend.
I'm like, yeah. What did your life come to? Like, bro, you already have CTE.
Did you?
You just got knocked out. You're fucked now, bud. There's no coming back from that one.
No, not at all.
That
You
that,
tell
that
me
knockout knocked the rest of his life out. That sucks.
it definitely took 10 years off for sure. Oh my God. I don't like to see those NFL players box like that. I don't like to see it. Um,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it for the big games. Chargers had a nice win. Justin Herbert. Oh my God. There was this throw he had. The blitz came around the outside. He steps up and throws this fucking rope over the hash, over 3 defenders. None of them were looking at him because they're all chasing the receiver. And he just drops it in right over their head on a freaking rope. I mean, I'm gonna send it
Wow.
to you because it's one of the most beautiful passes I've ever seen. Like, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna send it to you right now so we can talk about it. And I
Did
want you to
JT
see.
Woods play? Did you see any of JT?
I don't know. Let's see if he popped up on the box score. I wasn't paying attention to the name. I was pretty lit up after the Browns won. All my guys are Browns fans, and they were going absolutely crazy. All right, here we go.
Kids yelling outside.
Here it is. All right, I'm sending it to you right now. There it is. Watch that. Let's see if JT Woods popped up on a box score. Shout out JT Woods.
You texted me?
Yeah, I texted you. He did not pop up on the box score. He's probably kick return or kickoff right now. He keeps
It's a
grinding.
great ball.
Is that not just beautiful? Oh my gosh. I literally watched that like 15 times yesterday.
Yeah, it was a really good ball. Very nice, I think.
Chargers are gonna be good, man. Chargers are gonna be good. Vegas is gonna be good. It literally does not matter who's throwing the ball to Devontae Adams. All this guy does is catch. You said that he was overrated. I don't know if we have the film. If I do,
I
I'm
did.
finding it and I'm posting it on the socials because the guy had 10 catches, 141 yards. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it doesn't matter. Aaron Rodgers obviously needs him, but
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I think Rodgers will bounce back. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about him.
I'm not worried about that either.
I think he needs to trust his guys a little more. I know the guy dropped the pass, but he just needs to trust him a little more.
He needs to pop them perkies before he goes out there. That's what it is.
That's pretty much it for the NFL, man. Besides Russell Wilson and the Broncos absolutely fumbling the bag. Okay, actually, we're not done yet. Let's talk about this. Why do you not call a timeout with a minute left and go for it on fourth down? I'm not kicking a 64-yard field goal. I'm not going to do it.
No, I don't know, man. That wasn't a smart idea.
Like if
Because
there's
you have a way better chance to get 4th and 5 than fucking making that field goal.
I mean, especially when you just paid Wilson $264 million. Like your kicker probably makes 3, 4. Like if there was no more time left, obviously, because you probably have a better chance of hitting the field goal than a Hail Mary, but it was 5 yards. I'm gonna bank on Russell Wilson every time. That was terrible. Rookie head coach mistake and unexcusable. And blew the win.
A fucking rookie head coach mistake.
Oh, that's so frustrating. So frustrating to watch. 2 fumbles on the 1-yard line to go score a touchdown. Literally has never happened in the history of football. Never happened. Like
I didn't know that.
Like,
there's never been 2 fumbles on the 1-yard line?
No.
That's hilarious.
Like they should have won by at least 17. But Geno Smith, did you hear his little one-liner?
I did.
That was clean.
Yeah.
They wrote me off, but I didn't write back. Shout out Geno Smith. That's the Laces of Spaces podcast. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Cody. That's Xavier. We'll see you in a couple of days.
See ya. Peace.